Okay, this is LaDonna with And She Saw Stars. I'm at the LA auto show. It's a great show. My first visit, I passed the Dodge Pavilion on the way in. I'm hoping I missed the press conference at 7. I was sick yesterday. So I missed yesterday. I'm really sorry. I'm hoping to make the Mercedes-Benz press conference later today. I'm at the Karma display, and they have really great display, and also really great technology. It talks about electric propulsion, and that's how I tend to think of it as an aeronautical engineer. I do believe their automobile engine, electric hybrid, has potential applications for space. I used to have an internship with Rolls-Royce when I was out in Bristol for a time, and looking at engines, I always, and the Rolls Royce does a lot of automobiles, obviously. But I was there, studying stuff for, propulsion as well. I mean, like aeronautical and stuff like that. I always tend to think of engines for aeronautical applications. Of course, there's electric propulsion. There's also air breathing engines, which we have, on aircraft, and then also, sort of I'll just say diesel for lack of a better word. Really, so the propulsion that we use, canisters, to lift like missiles into space, or to lift an impulse engines you might use like on satellites or something like that. And then also these larger engines that you might use, like you might see on the Challenger. Um, Engine propulsion and engine propulsion technology, whether it's for ground or air, okay, let's say future applications, or this sort of ergonomic but electric. I don't know, for the earth. Okay, these sort of applications are really great and really futuristic, and I think they're good ways of looking at what people have for technology. It also shows whether or not the companies have a future or not. I think Karma, when I first walked out, had a future. It looked very new, very nouveau, very modern. The people that are around it, though, I hate to be sort of honest. Some of them, they look maybe like breasts or whatever. Some of them also look smiley. I hope that they get better people here at the booth that are here to talk about style, couture, line, and contour of an auto body. Um, I don't like being around people that, and press can be like that. Sometimes slugs, sometimes gross, and you don't want to really be around that. I've been to Mercedes Benz where I did press, and the press and the booth, they were amazing. They were chic, they were professional, and they were also very much educational, talking to people and educating in a way that was useful. Here, and I find the caliber so high. See, some of it, and this is a lot of vibe and intuitiveness, which you have to be when you're working with engines as engineer. You have to be very sensitive to the changes and sort of effects of engine dynamics and propulsion in order to know if something is going to have an effect, if something is going to move, or if something catastrophic might occur. So as an engineer, I'm very much attuned to sort of the subtleties of dynamicism of even person interacting with the environment as a test engineer. And I think it's very much, my commentary. I want to be honest and kind. That the environment will draw what is natural to itself. And this environment for karma, and it is sort of one of those names, karma, right? Sort of drawing this sort of thing, maybe reference to Earth. You know, what we call back, we're now forced to look into technology because of, necessity rather than desire. We're not able to move forward with the types of engines that we have, like diesel fuels and consumption that they produce, the sort of carbons, that heavy particles that go into the air. And now we're looking for this sort of electric stuff that will allow us to go further on the earth with technology. These are really important ideas. And karma, I think, I don't know, I think it has something. Their engine looks amazing, amazing design. It reminds me of Rolls Royce, which technology is very high style, very designer, and very well thought out. Okay, and thought up maybe as well. But for those that are the precursors to design, I think these are like the precursors to design. They're very much at the beginning stages. I think that will be leading technology out into car, but mainly engine design, car design. When you come to electrical engines, is maybe like second, tertiary. The real meat is the actual engine itself, because that's the thing that's going to propel it. What matters after that is the weight of the automobile, how much it carries, how much it weighs. Is it actual metal, or is it some sort of hybridized thing like Saturn had? I forgot what it is, but it's like a shell. It gives you a lighter body airfoil, for lack of better terms, so that you can really sort of get the forward force, okay, propelling the engine forward. And you have your wheels, and that's, I believe the wheels are even more important over the body of the actual car, and that is because because friction and that type of stuff. Okay, now this is my first time at the auto show, and this is also my first sort of commentary of what we're looking at. I think the auto show is well worth it. I'm here during the press time, during the media time, and I plan to take advantage of it. I plan to exercise my aerodynamic and aeronautical engineering degrees, University of Michigan and Loughborough University, as well as my fashion design degrees from FITM, and looking at line and style, and also interior, exterior, and then applications of sort of design as just a designer to the body of the car, so that when you look at it, you're taking it in. Does it draw you in? Does it make you want to come closer, like a gown? Does it repel you, like a gown? On the runway, where it makes you say, "What was that?" Okay, these are things that are very much that the Air Force sort of teaches. You know, um, Sort of being an engineer, applying your engineering skills into a broader field. And I was in the Air Force, and so I'm applying my design and engineering skills to a broader field. And this is here downtown at the LA Auto Show. So I will be here today, hopefully tomorrow. As I mentioned, I missed yesterday, but I will upload this to YouTube, and you'll be able to catch it on my As She Saw Stars YouTube channel. I have some pickies, and I am doing some sketching. I'm sort of using my own techniques and skills I've learned from fashion to maybe do some sketching, and maybe I might do some follow-on writing or some follow-on sketching, upload it to YouTube. It depends. I might do a gown. This booth inspired me to design this type of gown, and so then I might do a commentary from that perspective. But I'm here. And She Saw Stars is a brand. I do design gowns, clothes, recycled, upcycled gowns from reclaimed materials. Very much like Karma might be in a sort of, I don't know that they actually do that, but this sort of electric propulsion, sort of being green to the earth. And so, As She Saw Stars is here looking at things from different perspectives than perhaps other press, I think. And I think that's sort of my unique voice that I will have here, and that you will hopefully look forward to so keeping an eye on me for my unique perspective, and then see what might come. As you know, I might when Mercedes Benz comes, I think they're at 10 something. I might talk to them about fashion. As I have covered Mercedes Benz Fashion Week in Sydney, and so to see if they're connecting fashion to their car design, engine design. Um, you know, do they think about that, or did it so the car come first and then the gown came later? That would be interesting to learn, and we'll see how it goes when I get to the press room. But anyway, this is LaDonna, and she says stars. Karma technology is very interesting, and I think worth stopping by. I think it's very leading edge, and I think it holds a lot of promise for what might come in the future with electric hybridized cars, but more importantly, the designing of engines that use electric power. Um, their stats look amazing. Okay, all right. So I will talk to you later. All right, thanks. Okay, bye.